Hi, friends. I'd like to add a few more comments about reviews of whistles. I know I talked about reviews and I know I've done reviews. You know, when I started the channel, I never thought I'd be the guy that did reviews, which is kind of ludicrous because, to be honest, I'm always the person that researches everything. And when I bought my Howard, I looked at every whistle that I could afford and to test the sound, to listen to as many people as possible playing every whistle that was in my budget, and on and on and on. I mean, I do that when I buy a phone, a computer, a cell phone plan, a car. Whew, a lawnmower, for crying out loud. I recently had to buy a new lawnmower. And yes, I over-researched it. So I don't know why I thought I wouldn't be the guy who did some reviews. And I do want to add a couple of comments. One thing, a few of you have mentioned to me that I really downplay the money. And you've done so kindly, and I appreciate it. And yeah, I mean, I do downplay the money. But I should focus on that a little bit more than I do. And so I really appreciate you saying, hey, you make it sound like you should buy the most expensive whistle. Well, no, I didn't mean that. What I mean is you should buy what is for you the best whistle, and money comes into that. But I don't mean run out and just buy the most expensive whistle because it's probably one you don't want. And I don't mean go out and buy the cheapest whistle because you're not going to be satisfied with it. Somewhere in the middle. So yes, you have to know what your budget is. You know, I can spend up to this much money. And then you look at all the whistles within that range. That's why the recent review I did of all the whistles that I own that I could purchase for under $100. And I'm soon going to do one for whistles I could purchase, and I do own over $100. And I really want to do that for all of us as a service. You see, my main point still is you're after, do I like the tone enough that I'm going to pick it up and play it? Is it easy enough to play? You know, there are some whistles that are so expressive that are really hard to play. And you have to be a more experienced player to pull it off. And so I've bought a couple of those, but not many. And really only to try them because, well, there's some of the more popular whistles, and you need to know that stuff. So I want to describe whistles for you, and I have to have it in my hands to do that. Like our friend Jonathan has loaned me a couple, and I really appreciate that. But, you know, like we talked about before, it's hard to borrow a whistle when you're nowhere really near people that have a lot of whistles. So anyway, yes, please, please, please take the money into consideration. But it shouldn't be your first concern, because if I could spend up to $100, I've got a wide range of whistles from which to choose. Choose based on tone quality, playability, the type of playing you want to play. Do you want a low whistle that plays quickly, or do you want one that really resonates and has that mellow depth to it and the complexity of tone? If you're playing real fast, you're not going to hear that. You don't care. All those things. That's why I want to describe that. Anyway, so yes, pay attention to whistles. The other thing I like to do is I've talked to a few of the manufacturers. Not too many, you know, but a few of them. And I've learned by my research and my conversations, they're trying to enhance their whistles all the time. It's like any other market. They're trying to get a leg up on the competition. They know the competition. They like a competition, but they don't want the competition to run so far ahead that they're going to be driven out of business because they were boring. So improvements are being made to whistles all the time. And I want to stay on top of that. I love staying on top of that kind of thing. So I could tell you, hey, like recently, the Lear whistle. Hey, Lear has a brand new whistle. a while back quit making their old low D, and now they've got a brand new low D. And I think you need to know about that. Like when I bought my Howard, I wanted you to know about that. When Phil Hardy came out with the Carry low D, which is like under just a few pennies under 50 pounds. I'm like, that's amazing. I want you to know about that. So I try and stay on top of that stuff. You may want to upgrade. You may want to be absolutely content with the whistle you have. And some of you have told me that, and I love hearing that. It's like, man, I'm so glad you did that review. That's the latest, greatest whistle out there, and I like mine better. I love hearing that. You made a good choice. And you may have made the best choice for the whistles available when you bought yours. I'm still absolutely content with my Howard. I have whistles that cost twice as much money. And you know what whistle I pick up? My Howard. So, yeah, figure out the range you're willing to pay for a whistle. Maybe don't put a bottom on it. Maybe you could find a whistle you're absolutely content with for 30 pounds, $30, whatever it might be. And I know people that are quite happy with that kind of thing. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there, my friends, because I've been having great conversations with some of you about that. And I thought, I haven't been clear enough that, yes, money is an issue. Again, it's not the biggest issue, but the money defines the range of whistles you should look at and consider. I hope that clarification. Oh, sorry, I kicked my tripod. I hope that clarification helps, and I'm going to keep making some reviews. I've got an under $100 whistle coming in the next day or two, and I'm going to compare the Lear Low D with the other whistles I have that cost over $100. So until next time, my friends, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling.